might that look like?
Well, I think incentivizing the private sector is always a good way to go because there's innovation there. The government, if they restrict and hold back instead of incentivize, then you're cutting off creativity, and creativity is what solves problems. So I would probably say that it's good to, it's in alignment with what our party wants to do, which is cut back government, cut back taxation, and spur on the economy through cutting taxes to small business. And I think to answer the question, we don't have a specific policy based on that specific question. But if you look broad stroke, then you'll see that our party is incentivizing small businesses through cutting taxes, and I think that's going to be good for the overall economy, et cetera, et cetera.
Thank you. This next question is for Harpreet Singh. Harpreet, Surrey is home to the largest Indigenous urban population in British Columbia, numbering over 5,000 people. We know that every triennial homeless count, people from the First Nations, who make up 4% of the population of Canada, make up 40% of the people who identify as being homeless. In Metro Vancouver, what would your government do to change this?
It's very unfortunate that this kind of situation prevails, whereby we are not being able to provide basic necessities, and housing is a major necessity for everyone. So our government believes, and today we announced on this particular issue, that the federal surplus real estate, we will use this for increasing the supply of housing. So that will help in building more homes, and we will involve the Indigenous communities also so that their needs are met. And apart from that, basic necessities like providing water to the reserves and other areas also is a major concern. So this will only happen if the intentions are clear and intentions are true. And that's how we will involve the community and come further, and I'll be a strong voice for this now.
Thank you. This question is for Mike, and now we did the same for you guys because we didn't want you and Joel to.
You guys are doing a great job.
Okay, in homeless counts across the country, we are noticing that more people who are Canadian veterans are being identified as homeless. What resources will your government commit to in order to ensure that people serving in our military do not end up becoming street homeless and or underhoused?
That's a great question. Our People's Party of Canada, if you go to our website, we have answered the question for our vets. We should take care of our vets. If you remember, about 18 months ago, our Prime Minister told the vets, and you can go on YouTube, find the file, when he says, we have no money for you. And we want to change that. We want to go back to how it was, because both Conservatives and Liberals have cheated the vets for the last 8 years. And so we need to take care of our vets and our seniors.
Thank you. The next question is for Beverly Hobby. Beverly, we have an aging population in Canada, and more seniors are finding themselves at risk of homelessness due in part to low pensions, increased cost of living. Even the loss of a spouse can cause family income to decrease dramatically. How do you plan to address this issue to ensure that people who have worked, paid taxes, and contributed to their communities for decades do not lose their housing?
Thank you for that question. The Green Party believes that we need to have in Canada a guaranteed livable income for every Canadian, and that includes for seniors. On top of that, the Green Party is proposing to develop a national seniors strategy in collaboration with provincial governments, municipal governments, and Indigenous governments, so that the strategies can be culturally sensitive and geared towards the communities in which the seniors are living. The idea is to have the seniors living in their homes as long as they can, with support from the community, from specialists within the community, so that they can stay in their homes, and with a guaranteed income, livable income, they'll be able to live out the rest of their lives in dignity.
Thank you. And Kevin, we're going to come to you next because we don't want you to be the last one every time. So what partnerships and with whom do you see the federal government working to create a continuum of affordable housing in communities across the country?
We'll have to work with all governments, civic, provincial, and also work with the companies to, like he was mentioning, incentivize if they are going to build, for example, a construction company, a big tower, then a certain percentage of those rooms are going to be either low-cost housing or something like that. And also, there's been studies that have proven that the housing of low-income housing should be mixed with high income housing. You shouldn't be segregating them off in the side somewhere, so I'd make sure something like that happens. You mix it all up and people live a lot better. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next question is for Stephen.